Absorbing is pleased to sponsor Jim Masterson's efforts to educate horse owners and views the Masterson method as an excellent complement to our line of trusted products.
I want to demonstrate now one of the most effective tools we have for releasing tension in the horse's poll. The importance of the poll is it's one of the most important junctions in the horse. Anything going on in the horse's body is going to show up in the poll, whether it's discomfort or soreness in the feet and legs, soreness in the back, tightness in the hind end, mental tension. All of this reflects as tension in the poll. And conversely, when the poll is tight, it creates tension in the whole body. So it's very important to release tension in the horse's poll when you have any issue at all with the horse. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this technique. The first step is to do some lateral flexion similar to what we did earlier to get the horse relaxed. If we've already done a little lateral flexion, it makes the job easier. I want to get her to relax. I want Maisie to get comfortable. She's dropping her head here and relax in her neck. And the next step, you can't go fast with this. You have to get the horse, go with the horse's pace and get her to soften. So there she's a little bit releasing tension there, and I'll soften and get her to relax again. And when she relaxes her head down a little bit, I'm going to keep my hand on her nose and slide my elbow under her chin and ask her to come down. And as she comes down, slowly take up the weight of her head in my arm. I want her eyes to soften. I'm going to gently relax or massage up here. I want her eyes to soften and her to put the weight of her head on my arm. The goal isn't to get her head up. The goal is to get the weight of the horse's head on your arm so that this tension up here will release. The horse can't do this on its own. It doesn't have any opportunity to completely take the weight of its head off of its poll. And we're trying to provide her with that opportunity to, we'll come down and gently take up the weight to release the tension in the muscles above the atlas by resting on our arm or our shoulder. In her case, she's comfortable on my shoulder, so her eye is softening, and she's getting heavy on my shoulder. There we go. Now once she's relaxed here, and it may take longer than this, it may take a while for her to relax onto your shoulder. I'm going to come down where it's comfortable for her. But once she is relaxed, you can gently massage these muscles behind the poll, like I'm doing with my right hand. I'm going to come, if she gets tense, I'll soften again and come down. And as she comes down, I'll gently take up the weight and massage these muscles behind her poll. The key here, most important, is that she's relaxed her weight onto my shoulder, not that I'm pushing her head up in the air with my shoulder. Good girl. And as she relaxes, you can get her to come down lower and take up more weight and gently massage these muscles behind her poll. You're a sweetheart, Maisie. She's very trusting. Good girl. And then we'll let her go there and feel that. Good girl. Good girl. Just stay with us here. Good girl. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. Licking, chewing, shaking her head, yawning. These are all signs that she's released tension in her poll. She's a little bit guarded when it comes to showing the releases, but you can feel the releases as you're doing the work. As I'm doing the work, I can feel these muscles softening up here. Let's do a little more. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, sir. There we go. Good girl. I'll get a little movement in here now too in her poll. Now that she's relaxed the muscles somewhat, I can gently get movement in this junction in a relaxed state. Good girl. A little more. Now that she's relaxed, I'll come back to a little more lateral flexion. Good girl. It's okay, sweetheart. Get a little more movement. A little more head up. Oh, we'll give her a break there. We'll give her a break. Good girl.
The Masterson method aligns naturally with absorbing products and a whole horse approach towards better horse care. Visit www.absorbing.com for more on our absorbing line of products.